这里好像可以和这个他谈一下话。
Stefan, how was your ale?
Peace, but it gets the job done. My father would be disgusted. But after a day's work with you, a man needs to unwind. I would prefer a nice bottle of wine, but these colonies lack refinement.
Your father?
Mon père, he was a great man. A cook in the French army during the 7 Years' War. He marched all across the White North, feeding Louis-Joseph de Montcalm and his officers, cooking them feasts from sticks and berries. When the commander-in-chief opted for open conflict over manning the battlements of Quebec, every man was called to arms, including my father. He died on the field. But I'm told he fought ferociously. It matters little. He's gone now.
He would be proud of you.
This is my one hope, that he smiles upon the choices I've made.
我打算呢把这种谈话都做成这么一个合集啊，小合集，所以这样看的话就比较方便。因为要是我去找，就是一个一个去找的，在那些正片里面一个一个去找的话，那会很费时间，而且会接不上这种上下。就比如说我上次做完一个任务，下次说，哎，我过来，对吧？跟这个人讲一下话，那就很有那种断掉的感觉，就不连续了，你知道吧？
Connor, do you have time to sit?
I do.
Good. I have been meaning to ask you, how did you come to all this?
I did not ask for it, but I feel it was meant to happen. I was just a boy when I met Achilles. He made me a warrior.
That easy. I miss the kitchen, if you can believe it. I had more control in that world than I ever will in the one we inhabit. But more people get to taste the fruit of my labor in this line of work, and for that, I am satisfied.
We may change things yet, if we press on.
Frenchmen from the north never grow weary. Just ask the women.
这就是他的至少是目前的所有对话了吧。第二站呢，来到了部落这里，可以和这个嘎纳多贡和这个族老对话。
Ra ezoradi ona gara di dano segu yahte wader hatsteriste.
Wakatsanuni dine e wakeri waruke.
Oknize, okniotum hajeta da dega.
Yungerian harata ne yung kismas. Nekti jo zerunahto hajene raudi sat stasera. Ayawas yo snore era awet dene raudi sat stasera ne un juhunzage.
Kunaktaragwani di dizanak dene ganu sesne. Dizanak da yandege nona sada da we nanda ne dam da slachta ondi.
可惜呢，卡纳就没有这个机会了。
Nona oyin skaho era dun hagedum.
看来他就没有什么好说的了。来看看这个族老有什么话要跟我们说。
Radun hagedum, skanoruk stiguyandares.
Sagada derivasta ziata zaha yo snore de wageno. The wagemo yen hara di wagada westun haje.
Washe tari got dinahoda zezax.
Zozi yo snore ayako deriandaratne. Nektit kayana yeri wakatahidake.
Ona yataka yedi niza jerdanyu.
Nekti yatanga yeri gega.
Ise kok on wadun da sadaderi wa seragwase. Jogu de guhungara always negan aradun hagedum. Ayamas yo snore down da sanadara.
那就是这里的所有对话了，一共就只有2个。 来跟这个新招募的刺客聊一下天。
You do not partake?
No, sir. I need to stay sharp in case you call upon my rifle. Spirits do me in right quick. Drank half a flask of rum out in the bush with my brothers a few years back. I went for a run in the buff before I found myself rolling around in deer scat being sick all over. I don't want to go there again. No, thank you.
Smart choice, given the circumstances.
I want to fight like you someday.
You have everything it takes to be a great assassin.
And that means something coming from you.
Where did you learn to shoot like you do?
Ranging with my dad and brothers in Virginia country. My family's been surveying and prospecting out there since my grandpappy.
How did you end up here?
I'm the youngest of 4 brothers. I was always gonna be a runner-up with them, so I set off alone to do my own business. Out west of Ohio's territory that no man of the colonies ever trodden. I figured I could find contracts out of New York. Then the war started.
And you sided with the Patriots?
Not really. My family's for the king. I just don't like seeing boys forced to fight against their will is all. But I know that I want to be free. For all to be free. If that means I'm a patriot, I guess I am.
You are an assassin. Nothing else.
That I am. I'm proud of it.
可以。看杀了威廉强森以后呢，他有没有什么新的对话？
Yung weza ne agunga jata deka.
Hindi mo yan anda neka DJ siya dujes.
Yarde.
Ay, rette sa ni gun hare.
Oh na yawa ne tuga don tunne. Oh na yawa ne tuga zama ezuradi. Tuga don sada tunge. Zaha ne ya yung goda tuwa na down unge. Liga na hoda ne gwa ni gun harha.
Dosa zahterum. Iyan kia ta ni gun rara ne unjum kweta suma.
Next yata ngoyeri ke. Amuzu jo dansera.
那族老呢？族老那个族老没了，他不肯跟我说话了吗？他没话，他就不跟我说话了。那么地图上呢，一般都会有这种小标志哦，也就是说。
Might I have a word? Name's Dobby Carter. Couldn't help but notice you're getting involved in the goings-on in our borough. Thought we might be of service to each other.
What is happening here?
Ever since the war kicked off, merchants have been demanding high prices for the good of the cause. Profiteering is what that is. It's high time the folks round the way got a fair shake.
How can I help?
That easy. That's a change. Set these up nearby when you get a chance. It's part of a bigger plan I got. Come see me when you're done.
那实际上呢，他这个说的就是这种，就是帮小孩揍商人的任务。
Spare a fight these two chase us and beat us when they can. You could throw them away. We could take just enough to fill our bellies for the night.
就打一下这2个商人，说是打，然后实际上是勒死。然后呢，他这3个任务都完成了，我看他有没有什么话还可以说的。
Merchants are still gouging people around here. We'll talk again.
那里说已经完成3个了啊，但实际上就把这个任务做完以后呢，他就会刷出这些金色的任务啊，不要急啊，我后面都会做的。我这个只是先让你看一下和这个人的对话。这里好像又有新的对话了。
Lähtevä Jeesa kana togo.
Toniat zatre ziniot ne rahnaraga.
No oda zidu.
Runde wanat dokha. Nerunstane hadiri huasete.
Jahta o teena de kuri huasse taanis.
Tuga ja. Sego ankula yandane. Tuga gwegu tona ya guaire.
Jahta tode un guari hoda.
Easy zaderios. Onio jersey ja ii.
Kaderios najavat ne tossa agora ja kodon hutosse.
Nekti wakteruni zideo don zohum. 这顿哈给顿啥样的可可呢意思？
啊，这也可以看出来，这个儿时的伙伴已经变成这种主战派了哦。就是康纳以前也是这么想的，不过他现在他也开始这么想了。
但克罗里子有可能活的，这个欧呀个年个哈个他那德隆湖那阵哈啥个，但侬今就个年侬呀个这这提swat ne das，o knize，这是 swat ne das ne batrio。
Kohnek niga skanik sai do wada de wanio ne.
The dirty on there de dir no ha gone at ne no ne tika on ne gwater ar na jata widum. O honor room ne den er der yo so on kiri wa her hase a hadin una zigwana statum. Doga aya kia ja dar hase dir na der yo.
Ya to tai za waire ne ayatia ja dar hasse.
There's a don zoni ka tika aya kia ja dar hase ne or ruya na jata widum.
Kaskanix ne dosa ganega is waya daraje zi waderio.
The skanix ne ya o tena te gwaire. Nixi wak deruni zi ya gari west o tayo tum hage.
啊，这个红衣军那边已经开始想让这些印第安人替他们作战了啊。
Wak deruni zi ne goya da wan serum jada deko.
啥事儿？那个呀，一个是的个里哇是。
Arik ko de wajo danseran da.
O gari hoye was de gat no wandu ahcha. Tigo gari hoye do nits do za chario. Witness ta ji za ni guhrawana, danu za ni guhra tani. Next ji gar harach do oni ji aserung hiaga.
Amagat sanuni hage akawisege to ganegandu zia taiza wagarunya de.
Dosha za ni guhra, asada de ni guhra ra gona de gudero.
Nona amaderio seranda ne. Nona amada de wanio hage tone angodorissa.
Ayaski yo snorde am dang nizeri hewe.
I oni.
Dosha aguyot dat serda dun hagedu.
Delicious, love. Connor, what brings you?
I was passing by and I thought I would stop in and see how you were faring.
Well, that's nice of you. Well, my boy, we are faring very well.
Between those who live here, the sailors coming and going from the pier, not to mention the travelers, our beds are always full and our taps are always flowing.
I am pleased things have worked out for you here.
As are we, Connor. I'd be lying if I told you we weren't worried when we were ousted from our old place. But the Lord works in mysterious ways.
Uh-huh. 好，然后这边诺里斯也可以说一下话是吧
Hello, Connor.
Norris, how are you?
All right. Remember we talked about Miriam?
I do, and the cougar she felled.
One shot. Confident and precise. Incroyable. I like her.
She is a good friend. We all do.
Not like that, Connor.
Oh. Well, good for you.
Only good for me if she likes me back. She's a strong woman, an independent woman. I admire her.
I wish you well in your quest, Norris. Remembering old times, Achilles?
Connor. Oh, yes, I suppose I was. Seems like so long ago.
Who was the assassin this belonged to?
Originally, it was John de la Tour's, the first assassin in the colonies. Then it was mine for a time. The things I've done wearing that armor. Some are uplifting to recall, others very painful indeed. One day, I will hand it over to you, Connor. It is your duty to keep it. It serves as a reminder for how long our Brotherhood has really been here. How long we've been protecting the people of this land. But here I am going on again. I know you appreciate what it is.
Dr. White called upon us earlier. A very unexpected surprise. One that has put both Prudence and I at ease.
The village is growing, and a healer's services will benefit all.
Indeed. It's hard to explain how I am feeling right now. My wife is resting healthy and safe, full with child in our warm home.
这是小孩。
kind and attentive. The land is rich. It was not long ago that such a life was only a dream for us, Connor.
All people deserve to feel safe and free.
Hopefully a day will come when all men of the colonies will share your perspective. But it will be a long, hard road. That much is certain.
喝水呛到了。
Thirsty, I take it?
What's wrong with taking a draft or two when the time's right?
Nothing, Jamie. Nothing.
Then why don't you join me then?
Not right now. Maybe later.
I suppose you got important business to attend to. I understand. Don't worry about me, though. I can handle my booze. If you need me, I'll be there, Connor. Hey, Connor.
Taking it easy today?
Things got a little out of hand the last time you saw me. Keeping an even keel.
Good. Where are you from?
Here. Born and raised, but I'm a mutt, if that's what you're really asking. Think I even got a little of the Far East in my blood. That's what my father said. Wherever that bastard got off to.
What about your mother?
She's down south. Haven't seen her in 5 years or so. She works on a plantation, keeping care of the slaves. Slaves. That's why I left. Can't support that business. Owning a human isn't something any man should do. She doesn't agree, so I leave her to it. I make my life up here now. I'm an assassin. This is my family.
所以他加入了，他们这算是。
Ah, Connor! Sit, sit!
How are you, Jacob?
Missing the beer gardens back home, but I'm well.
How did you arrive in the colonies?
Like most other men like me, the army. I was a Hessian for a time. It was a good job while I had it. I only felt it was time for something different once I arrived. Not long after, I am meeting you, so it seems my feeling was useful, no?
Certainly.
I am hoping to send for my family when the time is right. But we are fighting a war of our own, and I will not put them at risk.
Hopefully, things will die down soon.
No rush, Connor. I am in their hearts, and they are in mine. I received a letter from home.
What news?
My son is the strongest boy in our village, standing tall and proud. My heart grows heavy for them now, and my patience wanes for bringing them across the ocean. I have sent money for passage, war or no war.
We will keep them safe from the fighting when they arrive.
I am having no doubts about this. My worry is now the crossing itself. Many miles overland to a port in France. There they must be purchasing safe passage aboard a ship coming to the colonies. Then they must brave the voyage itself. Many risks.
Your son can lead them. You said yourself he is strong and capable.
My son? Ha! No matter how strong he grows, he will never be as strong as my wife. Wilhelmina is the most able person I have ever met. Else I would not have left them. It is more matters of fortune that trouble me. Storms, pirates.
These are things none can control. But I am sure if pirates try and take their ship, Wilhelmina and your boy will make the brigands rue their decision.
Yes. Yes, you're right.
How'd you do, Connor?
I am all right. And you?
It's nice to be a part of something. Until now, I was sort of drifting about the neighborhood, getting irate when I saw things I thought unjust. Sometimes I'd intervene, other times I would come here. Now, I feel like all my energy's pointed at something.
I am grateful to have your help. How did you come to be... you?
Funny question, but I get your meaning. I was an orphan. Pretty common around the ports with all the sailors and whores mucking about. I wanted to be out on my own, so I did what I had to do. That's when I decided to pretend to be a boy. That worked for a time, until nature decided otherwise and it just became a bad joke. Folks around the borough still called me Dobby, but the old codgers started leering and getting fresh. That's when I got tough. Took a good many shots to the face before I learned to defend myself properly. But now I dare any man to come at me. They learn the price quick.
Hello, Dobby.
Connor, you look well.
I have been better.
Do you ever sleep? I really don't know how you do it.
I try not to think about it.
A strong man. Stronger than any I've ever met. How is it a man like you has no wife?
I do not have the time to give a woman what she deserves. Perhaps when all this is over, I will be able to settle and have a family. I hope.
Oh, of all the lecherous and deceitful men out there who have fathers, you'd be a godsend. But I suppose that's how it is. The good ones are too busy for it, and the louts have nothing better to do. In any case, if you ever think it's time, make sure I get the first crack.
I promise.